What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're not hitting the bell, turn it on. We're running it up. FIFA 22 content, brand spanking news, updates, upgrades, information, potentially some early insider. And today I want to cover the 4 brand new skill moves that are in FIFA 22. As per usual, EA gives you Easter eggs. When you're looking at trailers, if you really are diving deep, you're analyzing, you can put 1 + 1 = 2. This is the new skill. This is going to be in the game. And the question is, will it be effective? Should it be? Could it be? Are you excited for any of the skill move changes? And that's where I need you in the comment section. Are you with me? I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. Whether that's the regression or the elimination of some of the cancellations, or these new iterations, or the first time skill moves that are on display. Maybe it's just something to do with dribbling and touches. Personally, I'm feeling kind of high and mighty when it comes down to AI attacking intelligence, the runs that I've seen being made, the emphasis on that improvement. Because the last couple of years, my team feels stagnant. I have not been equipped with the proper tools. If you're into the video this far and you haven't liked it, take a second. We can pause. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. It's free. Let's cover these 4 skills. I got you. It seems right that we dial in. New skill moves. We have the 4-touch turn, and I like that EA also incorporated, or at least showed, how this is going to be executed in game. You have the skilled bridge, which I feel as if most of us are probably less excited about, just based on FIFA 21, and the broken factor, or the overused and abused action, really analyzing the bridge dribble. And we've already seen it mastered in multiple scenarios and situations, and how you can implement it, the bounce backs. I'm not necessarily co-signing another version of that, especially since we already talked about explosive sprint, or explosive sprinting, which is a new feature in FIFA 22, which looks like it might just replace the bridge anyway. Even got easier to execute. We have a first time spin, which I do have some debate with, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the trailer, and also the information that EA put out directly. Have we actually seen this new feature? I believe we have, but it looks similar to a roulette, so I'll be happy to be wrong. And then we have the scoop turn fake. Those are the 4. I'm not gonna hold you up. Let me showcase what these actually look like, and we can discuss. Let's begin with the 4-touch turn. And I will say this as a disclaimer, I am interpreting what I'm seeing. And this looks like a new skill for yours truly. I haven't seen a double drag back that implements this. We've got Alexander-Arnold. You're gonna see the double turn right there in the exit. I believe that's the 4-touch turn. Your thoughts? I'm listening. We can rerun that back on repeat. So you've got a drag, and then he pulls it back away. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Effectiveness, I can definitely see it utilized on the wings. Similar to actually how that example looks. As for the scoop turn fake, without a question, we've got Sonaldo on the ball, splitting the double team. And because of the effectiveness of the scoop turn, and I don't anticipate that changing drastically in FIFA 22, it's always been a staple skill. This is gonna have some of that extra razzle dazzle, that mix up, that mixology, because players have to respect that you can beat them with the fake shot or the scoop turns, therefore allowing you to shoot off. I've got the example. Oof, oof, run that back, baby. I'm telling you, EA gives you the smallest glimpses, the smallest little What do you guys think? You see the scoop there, the look away, followed up by, and I should really just slow this down, put this in slow-mo, followed up by that split. That's gorgeous. No other way to say anything but positives to really attach. Maybe it's just the setup as well, having that split of the double team versus Chelsea. It makes me happy. I'm also a bit of a Sonaldo stan. The skilled bridge, and we might even have 2 examples. One of them with Phil Foden looks more like a heel-to-heel, but it's difficult when you have these types of zoom-ins and the animations and the way that they put together these hype trailers. You've really got to dial in to decide, could that just be separate functionality or a prettier execution, or is it actually something new? In this case, with Mbappe, in my opinion, this is the skilled bridge all day. Flips it around him. You see how he adjusts and of course gets the finish, but the way that the ball goes around the defensive player tells me that that's going to be the new skilled bridge, because he chases it down and then taps it home, and that looks terrifying. One more time, bam, gone, and there you have the finish. Just saying. And we're seeing a lot of finesse shots in both of these trailers. This is the Phil Foden example, but it could just be a heel to heel. He clicks it through and then he runs onto it, but that looks as if it's just a nutmeg into a heel to heel. But I'm always looking for room to separate some of the new skills. The Mbappe example to me is a clear cut. That's what it's gonna look like in terms of the skilled bridge. And the fact that you're adding a little more flair into it, where's the effectiveness gonna be at? I'm sure it's still gonna be strong. Another side note, this looks like a first time drag back that we didn't have access to. Just mentioning because EA's made a big deal about first time skill execution. Not sure if I'm forcing this with Pulisic, but you see the roulette there. They're making a big deal out of this first time roulette. I think a better example is actually where they're just using the AI functionality and not an actual in-game freeze frame. There was also, I saw a moment that Son did more of a roulette again, and I'm not sure if that's just gonna have more explosiveness or what the exact animation execution is gonna finalize at. Remember, this is not the roulette, but a first time spin. And that's what I believe EA is showcasing in this functionality. Watch with inside, first time skill moves, that's the first time spin. But the execution is so similar when you look at that to what a roulette would kind of be. You can let me know, where do you fall into this equation? What's your room for interpretation? Because it is important and nothing's as clear cut, but I really want to dissect everything that we have in front of us and be able to create content around that for, of course, all of you. This might have been short and sweet, hard hitting, light touches, you name it. Let me know in the comments. What are your early vibes, ambiance, intuition, application, expectation with FIFA 22? Have you been impressed up to this point? I know there's not a lot of information available, but I do feel we're getting a different product. And I don't know if I'm just walking myself off the ledge, but the trailers felt a little bit different, the information, and I just feel as if last year's title, or the current title, there was no way that it was gonna be ready for next gen. So we haven't had a next gen installment yet, which for me has to be a significant shift. But that's the video. I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.